frightening.
Well then, what do you think of that, eh?
Frightening. But unfortunately, in many parts of the world, reality.
The Covers Corner. The song in question is War Pigs. The cover version was from Faith No More, from the 1989 album The Real Thing, and, well, actually, I got into Faith No More during the Real Thing era, back in 1989, thanks to a school friend of mine, Rob Jones, and he lent me that album, and that was actually the first version I actually heard. Little did I know until 10 years later that Black Sabbath did the original, and there they were, just then. Black Sabbath with the original version of War Pigs from the 1970 album Paranoid. So, Yuri, your opinion, Covers Corner. So far the covers have 1 and the originals have 2. What is your vote?
The album was published on Friday, 13th of February, 1970. Yeah, two very different periods. You know, one is between 60s and 70s, the other is
Right at the end of the 80s, yeah.
exactly, yeah. And,
Tough choice, isn't it? Very tough choice. That's why I enjoy doing this feature, because it makes you listen to both versions, unlike on other radio stations. You listen to both versions and you think, my God, I really don't know what to choose. You know, either that or you get bored. So, what would your choice be then?
I would say Faith No More this time.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, I am in shock. Knock me down with a feather. Okay then, so you actually think that the cover version is better than Black Sabbath's version? Are my ears actually deceiving me? I mean, they are 30 years old, so I might be getting a bit deaf, but did you actually say that the Faith No More cover version of War Pigs is actually better? Or am I just imagining it?
It brings you on different levels, you know what I mean?
Okay.
The classic one, maybe, of course, it's a classic track, you know, but...
Yeah. Made before you were born, I might add.
No, it was actually, I was born on Friday the 13th. It was published on the next Friday the 13th.
Alright, so you were actually born just before this album was released.
No, I was born in 69 June.
Oh, were you? Oh,
It
sorry, I
was
thought you were
released
born in 70. Okay.
It was released in 17 February.
Okay. Right. So, there you go. Now, that puts me into a very difficult position, because I was totally 100% positive, after knowing you for 2 years, that you'd actually go for the original version. Now, that's thrown me completely arse over tit. Because I was all ready for playing the a Black Sabbath live track. So yeah, well, I must say I do prefer the original, but let's let the cover version win. Luckily, I've got a live track for Faith No More. And Faith No More are getting their money today, aren't they? You heard from them, what, half an hour ago in the Time Rock, and now you get to hear them again in live metal. Thank you very much for tuning in, and this is what we'll leave you with.
Thanks for listening.
And thank you very much for turning up, Yuri.
Thanks to everyone, yeah, thank you, for making this show possible.
Aye. Bloody public transport. Pull your finger out, Ken Livingston. Right then, live metal then. Faith No More. Thank you very much. Good night.